Bonjour! Welcome to our little paradise, hidden away in Le Centre-Ville. And look who's back!
The bees love borage. Sunglasses on. Give to someone.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Wow, that's fragrant.
In this video, you'll get to come along on a short jaunt to Paris, see the Amboise spot that I think would make an awesome movie set, and go shopping with us. So let's go!
Salut.
We're Beth,
And Patrick.
and we're moving to France. We're transforming an old townhouse into our home and an artsy event space.
So come on along.
I've discovered that weeding by hand is really easy and satisfying here with this sandy soil. Look at those roots. The smock orange is going crazy. Look how tall it is. Here comes Patrick for comparison. It's like twice as tall as he is. How tall are you?
6'5".
He's 6 foot tall. So that mock orange bush is like 12 feet tall, and then some are even taller at the very top. It's crazy. Aside from wandering around the garden, we've been enjoying delicious food and making all kinds of DIY plans. How is it?
It's good.
Are you glad to be back?
Yes.
A few days before Patrick arrived, I took the train to Paris for the afternoon. I love saying that. I was on a mission to see some art. I'd been feeling a bit uninspired, spending so much time in the house waiting around for deliveries. I needed to get out and see some things. First, I ate lunch in a perfectly Parisian cafe, grilled salmon with rice, pilaf, and green beans. Followed by creme brulee and an espresso. Heavenly. Then I walked over to the Musée de l'Orangerie, the Orangerie Museum, where Monet's ginormous water lily paintings are displayed. A sign at the entrance explains that Monet had intended the installation to be a place of quiet meditation and requested that guests remain silent. I would love to visit the gallery during a moment like that, but this was not it. There were a few too many people there for an optimal meditative viewing experience, and the docent yelling something across the room didn't add much serenity to the space. But it was still a pretty awesome experience, getting glimpses of these massive impressionist paintings between the girls taking selfies for the gram. In July of 2022, Patrick and I paid a visit to Giovanni Monet's home and garden, and I got to sit and admire his view of the water lilies. I made my own little impressionist painting, scribbled out in markers in my tiny sketchbook, and looking at it takes me right back to that day. And I discovered a lot more at the Orangerie Museum than just the water lilies. I went in without reading much about the exhibit beforehand, which is something I like to do so I don't have any expectations going in. So I didn't even know what was in store. There were entire rooms full of exciting paintings, including some of my favorite artists' work, just hanging there waiting for me to discover. It was such a marvelous surprise. The Sennelier Art Supply Company has been in business, owned by the same family, since 1887. It's so inspiring to walk through the same door and tread on the same floorboards as Cézanne, Degas, Picasso, and so many other artists have throughout the decades. Here's what I got at the art supply store. Several different types of paper to try. Some acrylic gouache, which is my preferred paint these days. Brushes to use with them. And I also got some oil sticks, which I hadn't used in a long time, so I thought it'd be fun to play with those again. And when I got home, I drew this. It was pretty dark in here, so I couldn't even really see well what I was doing, and I was just playing around with these sticks, using them like big fat crayons, which is not an easy way to use them, and then just smudging around with my fingers. So it's pretty messy. Like, you can see some chunky bits there, but it was fun to play around with them again. And then the other thing I got is this adorable little Christmas ornament. It's Monet holding a water lily. How cute is that? I got him at the gift shop at the Orangerie Museum, where the water lily paintings are displayed. Such a clever thing to offer in the gift shop. Love it. Here's one of my favorite things in Amboise, this old factory that's still here. I don't know what it is, but it's an amazing old building. And the gates, look at the gates. The gates remind me of something out of like a Tim Burton movie. Like, can't you just imagine some some weird eccentric genius living in there, like Edward Scissorhands or Willy Wonka type character. That's what I always think of when I walk past this. Here's the front of it, I guess. It has the name Prestal. This is what the eccentric genius would use to make his candy or fantastical houses or whatever the heck he makes in his secluded, abandoned factory. Oh, the possibilities. What would you make with those? The factory is right next to the Aldi, and that all of this is right behind the brocante and the train station, all in the same part of town. Here's another view of the old factory from the Aldi parking lot. I don't know why I'm so enamored with old industrial buildings and old factories like this. Maybe it's just because I never have grown up around them or seen much of them. Being from Texas, most of our old buildings like this would have been like rice dryers and agricultural buildings, and these type of more industrial ones are really interesting to me. One of the things I got from an auction that I forgot to show y'all is this really cool fold out collapsible toolbox, like sewing box. I got it to use as a sewing box or an art supply box, but all the previous owner's stuff was left inside. Let's take a look. There's tons of sewing goodies. Look at this pretty needle book. There's basically all the sewing notions and tools, thread and buttons and measuring tapes and elastic and all kinds of things, even a nice pair of scissors. Basically, I got my own little starter kit here because someone, this was probably part of an estate sale, I'm guessing. I like to think it was someone's sweet little grandma who had this, and it got put in an auction, and now I'm going to love it and enjoy it. It's really useful because I don't have any sewing stuff here yet. Let's see what's in the other side. Whoa, tons of thread. A little handmade fabric book for pins and safety pins and needles. Look at this. This is an old sewing machine manual. There's a diagram of the machine. More elastic and buttons, some patches, just all kinds of stuff. A bit of lace trim, a ton of pins, more buttons. There's even a little timer or clock. All kinds of goodies and a really cool box. Super useful. We're walking into the Amboise, gonna see what we can see.
We might find some bric-a-brac.
See anything good? That clock is pretty.
It's primitive woodworking. It's not fancy.
I love their little checkout trailer. It's an old camper van they use as the cash register. We got another one of these cute little metal chandeliers with the flowers. A little basic pair of sconces. €3. I got a shirt. Just a little button-down summer shirt. Got some mugs. We're about to have 5 people in the house, and we only had 4 mugs. So you gotta have some more mugs. And then I got several cute little vases. Lots of little vases, so I can have fresh flowers all over the house. You can see by the price tags, everything. It's very inexpensive. This one has really pretty glazing. This green kind of marbled effect and some iridescence, and it was only €2, and it's actually Limoges pottery. This one, I only just noticed someone painted an L on each side. There's a little handwritten note on the bottom. I can't read it, but looks like someone gave it as a gift. Very sweet. Jardinerie créative. Everything you need. Pet store. Seeds. Garden. Also wine. Fish for the pond we'll eventually create someday. Birds. I need some of these so I can stop borrowing Patrick's. Of course, they have to be cute. They didn't have my size in the floral, but I got these cute red ones. Still pretty cute.
And so the only thing left that we need is compost in a wheelbarrow. Here's one.
Perfect. Maybe we should have gotten this guy. It's 50% off of $9.66. You're weird. That was like Chewy, not an orangutan. This is cool. You can buy shears by the meter, I guess, not the yard, and make your own curtains. For, you know, this little sheer curtains, perfect. And then they have all the like little different hooks and all that kind of stuff, even ribbons. Chandeliers going up in the hallway. Exciting. Ooh.
One bulb's out.
Oh, one bulb's out. I think the amber crystals are really pretty with the gold, little bit of gold that's left on the ceiling though. It looks just the right amount of fancy.
Not a lot of planter boxes, actually.
Checking out a new place, just opened 5 days ago.
Really right up there. I mean, I don't know if it's that same one, if it's still safe.
Oh yeah, here comes another one. Santé. Chin chin. Hey guys, we're in our rental van, taking advantage of the fact that we still have one more day. We're going to Blois for their Vide Grenier. It's our first one. Very excited. Fingers crossed that we find some cool stuff and we can put it in our van and take it back down to Amboise. It's a beautiful drive right along the Loire River pretty much the whole way. So Patrick, what are you hoping to find?
I'm hoping to find like a VHS copy of the Jane Fonda workout in French, or maybe a jazzercise VHS.
I bet we can find that.
Yeah, and then we need to find a VHS player.
Right, a VCR.
A VCR and some cables.
I bet they have that. but lots of options here. Oh, yeah. And here are all the treasures we brought home. This little art piece, this really textured painting, some educational posters about flowers. There's 2 of them in there, rolled up. Another vase, and these 3 pendant lamps that we're going to use in the kitchen. They're really pretty glass with a ruffle edge. We'll have 2 over the kitchen island and 1 over the work area near the stove. And Patrick also got an old chisel. Here it comes, right here. Can you see it?
No.
It's right here.
No.
Can you see it? Look up.
No.
I think you've had too much wine.
No.
Look, it's right above your head.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I just heard the fire. What do they call that?
What do you call it? Burner?
Burner? Chillaxing. We're just chillaxing.
Thanks for watching, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video.